Can you take a moment to introduce yourself?
My name is Rachel, and I live in Hamden, Connecticut, and I am a full-time photographer. I have three children, and their names are Lily, who is 15, August, who's 10, and Sol, who is 6 years old. Lily is a freshman in high school, and August is a third grader, and Sol is a kindergartner.
How do you know when a program is good?
So I would say the programs that have been the best for my children have been play-based, age-appropriate, nurturing programs. What I've seen in my children when they're in programs like that is an ease and a comfort with those that are caring for them. I've seen them really flourish in curiosity and play and the ability to kind of, make good relationships with their peers. There's a sense of trust, a sense of safety, a sense of ease in their being when we get to the center where they're going to be going. I've had experiences that have not been as great, where there's an overemphasis on academics for like 3-year-olds, an overemphasis on discipline and sort of controlling children and controlling behaviors. And that really has not ever gone very well. And what I see in them when that's been the situation is they're afraid to go. They're kind of shrinking back and pulling back in their play, and that I don't feel it at ease as a parent sending them there. So that's been really that was difficult when two of my kids were in programs like that. But the ones that really emphasize being outside, emphasize play, emphasize like sensory learning, really to me are what the kids need. And then also, like I mentioned before, like having meals provided is really a big deal. And I feel like that has been really helpful for us. So yeah.
What makes a program feel seamless to your life? What does like ease of access to a program look like for you?
Ease of access. When my oldest was 3, my partner and I were in full-time school and working full-time. So we had really demanding schedules, and we had a program that was open from 7 in the morning until 6 at night. They provided meals for her. They did naps. They loved on her really like she was their own child. So it was, I felt incredible relief to be able to be in that very stressful time in our life. Also, we had I was a Care for Kids, I think so we were able to get not even sliding scale, but also just help from the state to be able to send her there. Because at that time we really didn't have anything, and it cost us about $300 a month, which was just beyond. I mean, we were so grateful to have that. And that included meals and all that time and all of the stimulating learning. And she was so happy there. I mean, we would go to pick her up and she'd say, I want to stay, So I think, places that really are looking at where kids are at developmentally, where they're at like socially, emotionally, and where they have a staff that's like warm and caring and understanding, I think is just, for us, that was everything in that moment. And that made it possible for us to get our degrees and to do the work that we want to do in the world and feel supported in a way where we weren't worrying about her. So that was a really big deal. And they made food every day. So that was, I keep harping on that, but that really like changed our life to not have to pack snacks and lunch and breakfast and all that. So it was a really, really big deal to have both the financial piece be accessible and then to also have the length of time where she was able to be there if we needed her to be, which happened more often than not. And to have her feel happy to be there and not like, oh my gosh, I don't want to spend all day there, but instead she really loved being there. So it was a gift. It was a gift. And my other 2 children also went there and had the same experience. So I feel like, those are some qualities that would make a really good early childhood education.